Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hi, my name is Liz. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If you haven't seen by the title, I'm sure you have, but we are going to be reviewing the HMB Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. Now I have 3 shades to show you. I have it on right now. But yeah, before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and let's get straight into it. Oh my god, we're back, we're filming. So excited. Let's just move these slightly. There we go. Okay, I apologise about my chair for starters, but we are excited. As well, if you can hear my washing machine, it's my day off today. It's filming / washing day, so as you can see by the title and my intro that I would have done, I am reviewing the new HMB Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. I'm super excited. I am probably a little bit late on this trend reviewing this product, but we're here, we're doing it, I'm excited. I've got 3 shades to show you, a light, medium and a tan shade, so like a contour, cream bronzer sort of shade. I've also got the powder, so the Soft Focus Loose Powder in translucent, and I've also got the bronzer, so I've got the shade 06 Medium Golden. So I'll show you those as I'm going. So I have already done my base, obviously. I've got just a CC cream on, just because that's what I've been loving recently, especially for, like, you know, summer just gone. But everyday use, I feel like I don't need to apply foundation all day, because like every day, especially for work, obviously I work on a beauty counter, I didn't want to waste my products too much because of the masks, you know, we can't see the face. Anyway, I've got the shades SF1W, SF2.5W and SF5C. So let's open these up and show you. So this is 1W. I will do like an overlay and swatches. But it's a nice warm light shade. I sort of wish I got a lighter shade. And then I've got 2.5W, which I thought would be nice for when I don't wear any makeup and I just want to cover those dark circles, like, you know, every day. And also when I'm more tanned, I can use this to conceal and not worry about the shade. And then 5 is a nice sort of more of that cool tone shade. And I'm not gonna lie, these shades are what Holly Boom wears. I'm not sure about the number 1, but I wanted to get a light, medium and dark shade anyway, just to see the shade range. And yeah, but I've heard non-stop good things about these. I wanted to give it a go myself. So let's read a little bit about it. I'm not gonna read too much about it because my videos get so long as they are, but it says it's formulated to give full coverage, flawless under eyes, a creamy satin finish that's perfect for all skin types, formulated to give you that smooth, creaseless, picture perfect look, provides a comfortable wear whilst very long lasting. The super soft doe foot applicator allows precise application and deposits a generous amount of product to the skin. So it's available in 18 versatile shades, it says, and then it says to pair with the Soft Focus Loose Powder to complete a soft focus feel. So you do get 15 grams in here, which is absolutely amazing, I think. For £16, that is so good. So yeah, they've got a variety of neutral shades, warm shades and cool shades, which I think is really, really good, especially for a smaller business as well. She did say like, oh, I've only come out with 18 shades, but for a concealer, I think that's a really good variety of shades. And I will pop up a photo of the like gradual shades, like in a photo, just to show you the gradient. And I think there are some really good shades. They go from 0 to 6.5. Really nice pale shades to really nice deep rich shades, which is amazing. But yeah, what we're going to do now is apply these. So what I'm going to go in with first is the 2.5W. I think this might be a little bit dark for my skin tone now, but it might match, so that's good. What I'm like, oh, it's got a little scent to it, not overly powering, it sort of smells clean, fresh. But yeah, like I was going to say, I am going to use this to conceal mostly. Oh wow, a little does go a long way. I don't want to get this dirty, so what I'm going to do is just add a little bit in the inner corners, around my nose as well, because I do like to seal under there. That isn't a bad shade actually to match sort of my skin tone, but it does look super creamy. What I should have done is one side first and then the other side. Oh well, we move. So I've got a sponge here to use. I have cleaned it, it is clean, and I've also got a brush. So what I'll do is, I think I might do the brush side on this side and a sponge on this side. I'm going to try and say the brushes I use in my videos now, because I get a lot of questions, and I'll also try and link them down below and I'll try and remember. If not, just shout, leave a comment. But so far, this is looking really creamy. A lot did come out on the dispenser, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. Like me, I don't like to use too much, but yeah. This is the PC27 from Peaches and Cream, and I'm just gonna blend this side out with a brush. I haven't blended concealer with a brush out on myself for a good while. I am just going to pop it on my lids just because I'm not applying any eyeshadow today. I'll just be applying the bronzer maybe to that area. That is actually a really nice shade. It matches my skin tone perfectly. It has got that finish of sort of like a satin finish, which I love. It's not going to be too matte or too shiny. That was super easy and smooth to blend out. Really, really nice. I do always get creasing under my eyes, no matter what the concealer. It must just be my under eyes. They are quite dehydrated and dry. We'll see what happens with this concealer. But I am trying to just buff that into the skin like I normally do. But so far, so good. It's given really, really nice coverage. I've got quite bad under eye dark circles, and that's cancelled that out really nicely. So what I'm going to do now is go on this side, and I'm going to blend this side out with a sponge before it dries. It doesn't dry down very quickly, which I really like, because I hate it when a concealer dries down so quick that it's already dried and you can't blend it. But this is blending out super easy. Off the bat, first impressions, I really like it. It's such an easy concealer, which is great. Because it's so highly pigmented, you don't need a lot, and it is super full coverage. That pigment adds the coverage, which is great, without it feeling really cakey. So I've got to say, the sponge gave a little bit less coverage, of course, always does. Blended out super easy, also on my forehead. Looking really nice so far. I don't know if you can see the finish of it. It's still quite shiny. I'm going to let that sit for a bit before I set it. But now I'm going to go in with the darker shade. This is the SF5C, and that just looks like this. Hopefully it's not too dark for me. I'm just going to wipe some of that off. Just gonna put a few dots on. I'll start off with one side, and I do like to blend my cream contour bronzer out with a brush. So I'm going to use the Peaches and Cream. I use a lot of Peaches and Cream brushes, just an FYI. The PC21 brush. I feel like that was way too much. Okay, I'm gonna have to add to this side. A little goes a long way with this concealer, especially if you're using it for this purpose, cream bronzer. Okay, it might be a little dark for me at the moment. I haven't got any fake tan on or anything like that. I've just got my natural tan from my holiday left, whatever's left. But it blended out really nicely. It didn't, like, because sometimes when I use the Doe Foot applicator with concealers as cream bronzer, it dries too quick and sometimes it leaves patches on my skin, but that hasn't happened, which is amazing. It's actually blended really nicely into the CC cream I had on and obviously the concealer. So it's creased a little bit in my eye creases and on my eyelids, which doesn't really matter. Just bear that in mind, it did crease a little bit under there. But what I'm going to do now is add a little bit of the number 1W, only a little bit. I'm going to take most of this off and just put it a little bit in the inner part and on my nose, on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. And I think I'm just going to go in with the sponge. This will really merge all of the shades together as well. Especially that bronzer shade, because like I said, it was a little bit dark for me at the moment. So now I've done that, we're going to go into the Soft Focus Loose Powder in O2 Translucent. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. Quite a thin packaging, which is great. This retails for $13.50. It says that it's a lightweight formula, sets makeup and keeps makeup on all day, no flashback with photography, blurs pores and gives a flawless smooth under eye and base. Apply after using the concealer. Powder can be applied to the rest of the face to hold it in place all day. Shade translucent and perfect for setting the face with no colour payoff, which I love. Okay. So it just looks like that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to powder with a sponge on this side and then with a brush on this side. This is the Real Technique sponge, by the way. So I think I'm going to go in with a sponge first and show you that sort of baking style, but not baking at the same time because I really don't like baking. But what I like to do is get a little bit of powder on a sponge and then get it and press that into the skin. Really press it in. And instead of wiping that product away then, I press it in. So I make sure that goes into the skin. I just feel like it's a waste of product putting loads of powder on underneath the eye and then just wiping it away. I just think that's just, like I said, a waste. I'm just packing that by my nose as well because it says it blurs pores and I get a few pores by here. And I think I'm going to take it down the contour. These products are so reasonably priced as well, which is great. Now I'm going to take the Real Techniques setting brush, get a really small amount of powder and just pack that where I need it. Definitely blurred my pores, which is great. So I'm definitely liking those products together so far. I really need to do my eyebrows. I look crazy. I need to also dye them. But anyway, so next I'm going to use the bronzer. Now this is in the shade Medium Golden. Again, not sure how it's going to look on my skin tone at the moment because I did buy that for my tan shade. Tanning is just effort, but super cute packaging again. Really, really nice. It's got like a clipper thing that you press down. Okay, that shade isn't too bad. Again, big packaging. This has got 8.5 grams. And let's see what they say about this. Got to see how many shades they had in the powder. So they've got 6 shades in the powder, which I think is really, really decent. Again, it goes from translucent to fair to dark deep, which is great. And then with the bronzer, they've got 9 shades, so they go from light to deep. They say super pigmented powder bronzer, creamy matte formula, long wearing and suitable for all skin types. Doesn't cling to dry patches, gives flawless finish, can be worn on top of foundation or directly on bare skin, apply to face and neck. So I remember watching Holly Bloom's video when she first came out with these. I think it was when she first came out with them. But she did a video where she showed how to apply them, and she literally dabbed it in and that was it. There was lots of pigment. So I'm going to go little by little because obviously we've already applied that cream bronzer. So let's see. See that? There's no fallout either, which is great. But I'm just going to make sure to tap it. Let's do this side first. Okay. Yeah, a little does go a long way. I need this to look decent because I am going out tonight to a masterclass to where I work in a Boots, and it's actually Jenna McDonald, who I have worked in her salon before and with her doing some makeup. She is doing a masterclass for the new counters, to showcase the new counters in store, because we've got a Kylie, a MAC and Fenty as well now, and obviously Clinique and stuff. But yeah, she's showcasing all the new brands, which is going to be fun, and I thought I'd go to see what's happening. It's unfortunate that I wasn't working today because obviously I got to drive all the way down there when it's my day off, but it's all good. That blended out really nicely. What I made sure to do was dab it first and then blend it. My forehead's looking really bronzed, but it's looking good. All those products work so well together, which is good because obviously they're made to go together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the rest of my face, the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back for a verdict. What I am going to do as well is pop a little bit of the bronzer in my crease, like on my eyes. I won't do that on camera because you know what I'm doing. So yeah, I will be back in a sec. Okay, my makeup is now done. I just need to do my lips, but to be honest, I'm staying in for the next couple of hours. I'm not going out until like 4:30. So I'll do my lips later. But I have just finished my makeup and I've just had an up close and personal look at my skin. So I didn't put any mascara on my bottom lash line because I just want to see the concealer, and obviously I will be doing a wear test, so I just want to have a clear image of my under eye. So at the moment I think I'm preferring this side because I think the powder has helped sort of make it smooth and like, I don't know, airbrushed. But this side is looking really good as well. It hasn't creased because when I look up like this I normally can see the concealer in my lines, but it's actually looking really, really flawless, which is amazing. Love the coverage that it gave me. What do you guys think? Does it look flawless? And also I mentioned around my nose area and down here I normally get quite large pores, especially when I wear makeup. I am so surprised how smooth it looks compared to what it normally does. I will show you in natural lighting. It's looking really, really good. I am well impressed at the moment. The masterclass starts at 5 and it finishes at 8, so I will come back just before I leave, so around 4 maybe, or like 3:30, depending how much of a rush I'm in. It's me, you can never tell. Ooh. Also my forehead looks really good too. Normally the lines come out really badly, these two. I'm not going to move because I don't want them to come out, but they do look really good. So anyway, so then I will come back for another check-in at about maybe 9 in the evening, just for a final check-in, and then I can take it off. But yeah, so far this is what it looks like. And obviously not natural lighting, artificial lighting. Really like the bronzer shade as well, especially on my eyes. So I'll be back with you in a few hours. Okay, so I am holding up my big camera and it is quite a dull day today, but hopefully you can see. It's looking quite bright. I don't know what's going on, but let me just zoom you in. My forehead's looking really, really nice. My under eyes on this eye, which I said was creasing a little bit more, but then this side looks really, really good. My nose. So far it's looking really, really flawless. Airbrushed if you want a soft focus. But yeah, my hand is aching now, so like I said, so far so good. Okay, it's been a few hours now. I said I was gonna check in, so here I am checking in. So I forgot to mention when I filmed the first clip this morning, it was about 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time I had finished up. It's basically 4 o'clock. Don't know if you can see that there. Just gone 5 to 4 in the afternoon, and I thought I'd check in, and I don't know if you can tell by my mood. I've looked at it and guys, it's looking so good. Normally I have really bad creasing in my lines, especially when I look up like that and I can see the concealer going in them, because I do have quite bad lines under my eyes. I think it's really, really good. It's really smooth under there. Obviously the powder has definitely helped as well. Putting it on the sponge, I actually prefer this side, using the powder on the sponge instead of the brush, but I did like the brush blended, the concealer blended out with the brush, so I'll have to try it out and tell you next time, because I will try it out for the next few days and I'll come back in a different video and tell you if I like it or not, stuff like that, because obviously you can't really tell as much as in a first impressions, so bear that in mind. But yeah, so far so good. It has dried down a lot more, obviously with that powder, but it's still not looking, it doesn't look overly matte, but you can definitely tell this is my driving side because the sun hits it. You can see like more lines coming out. Oh my god, I have to get an anti-aging eye cream on that ASAP. So far so good. Again, my forehead looks really nice, the bronzer's still there, which is great. My nose still looks airbrushed, which is great. It does get a little bit oily around my nose area throughout the day, but nothing major, because I do have dry combination skin. So I will come back to you later after my masterclass thing, and I'll show you the end results. So stay tuned for a couple of seconds for you guys. I'm in a different top just because obviously I went out and I didn't want to wear, you know, a hoodie, especially the one I was wearing, because it was very oversized. But it is now actually 16 minutes past 10 in the evening, in the night. So I've had it on all day. Ignore my lips as well. I've eaten pasta. So yeah, 11 hours. 11 hours I've had this on for. So as you can tell, the bronzer is still there, still going strong. Obviously I have gotten a little bit oily. I always get oily at the end, not oily, but like shiny on my chin and around my nose here. My forehead is pretty normal, but my under eyes, which is the main part, I mean, you can see that my under eyes are the most driest part, I would say, of my face, but the creasing is really, really good. There's a little bit of creasing just at the top, slightly, but then the rest of it just looks flawless still. The coverage has stayed. It just looks, especially from far away as well, it looks really, really good. I've had a mask on as well because obviously I went for that masterclass, which was really, really good. Definitely recommend if you are thinking about going to a masterclass with a makeup artist that you know of, definitely do it, because I learned some new techniques, you know, it's really, really good. I thought I would know everything, you know, being a makeup artist. I thought just assumed that I would know everything, but no, it is interesting. Anyway, not what this video is about. Like I said, a little bit of creasing, but I think that powder definitely helped as well. What I'll do is, like I said earlier on, is I will give it another go, or more days, maybe like a few weeks, and I will let you know how I get on. Maybe I'll update you on my Instagram story, so just make sure you are following me over there, and maybe I'll pop it in a video somewhere as well, maybe like my monthly favourites, so keep an eye out for those. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you don't miss out on that, and maybe put your notifications on for when I post so you know when that video comes. So yeah, that is this video. I really enjoyed all these products together, especially these two, the powder and the concealer. But the bronzer was really nice as well. You don't need a lot of it, you literally need one dab and you're good to go, which is good because that's going to last you so long. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on anything that I post. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it and you want to see more makeup review videos like this from me. There's a lot of review videos to come. I love doing these videos, I just enjoy filming them and I enjoy watching them as well, so I hope you guys like watching them too. Like I said, make sure to check out my socials, so my Instagram and stuff, and everything will be listed and linked in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.